Morning all. Quickly into the stream and up and listing. I've been photographing today. Haven't been out yet. It looks like a nice day, but I'm just going to upload these to OneDrive, and then we'll get on listing. I'm going to do a. I've got a Technics deck which hasn't sold. Got a lot of interest though, and I've got two of them actually, but I've only got one listed. So I'm going to sell similar that as two decks and see how that does. We shall see. And a few other bits and bobs. Might get that Arsenal top on that I got last week. Hi Rosie, good to see you. Hope you're well. I wonder who will get in today. So, yeah, my normal routine with photographs is I take them on my phone. I sometimes think about getting a camera, but I haven't got one yet. And they're not the best in the world, but I upload them to OneDrive. And my videos, if I'm doing a video for an item, same process, takes a bit longer. Sometimes I might wire it to my PC and drag it across the video because it does take a little bit long. So there we go, sharing all those photos. Hello Pete, good to see you. Did you go to the A3? It's like a common question. And also, can you tell me how the sound is? Because last week I think someone said something about the sound, and I watched the video back and it was pretty terrible. And I think it was because it was picking things up on my webcam mic rather than my Rode mic. Sounds all right. Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, last week sounded like I was in a baked bean tin. Thank you very much. I did check it. I went up to my sound options and made sure it was on the road. On the road. So Pete, no, A3. Oh, busy with family stuff. Okay, fair enough. I have another question of the day, but I'll wait for a few more to come in. But I went to Hook Road Arena, and it weren't good. It weren't good at all. Right, let me just check these are uploading. Probably got about 40 photos going up. Yeah, they all go. Chugga, chugga, chugga. And well, let's get that Technics listing. It's been on. It's probably been on about a month, I think. But I wouldn't mind getting that moving. But I'm changing it from listing one with postage to listing a pair, collection only. I'm hoping the fact that it's a pair will make it a bit more sellable. So I've got one up for 700. I've got 19 watches, 380 views. It was listed on 31st of May, so about a month and a half ago. So I'm going to end that listing. And I'll list the two for 1,400, collection only. I mean, if that sells and I haven't got to bother packaging and posting it, that'd be well nice. Worldy nice. And people do sell them in pairs. So it's a Mark V deck. Mark V, is it? Let's have a look. 15 people in. They're slowly coming in, slowly realizing I'm here. The little notification come up, so they go and watch something else. No. Yeah, I went to Hook Arena, and it wasn't a great boot fair. It's normally, a good boot fair, but there weren't a lot of people there. There's a load of, overpriced rubbish. Couldn't see anything really. So the question of the day is, what's the worst boot fair you've been to? Because I went to Hook and I bought really two things. I bought a box Spectrum, and that's of someone I know, a guy called Johnny. I'm hoping it works because I did pay up for it. So it's kind of worth it if it works. If it doesn't, and he said he hasn't tested it. So, because he doesn't test that sort of thing. But he had a bundle with games and a Game Boy, which Liz sent me it on Facebook Marketplace yesterday. Goes, is this what you've just bought? And I replied to her, but I accidentally started a conversation with Johnny on Facebook Marketplace. I just said yes. So he's probably wondering what that was. But the Spectrum, it had a joystick interface. It had the instruction books, two instruction books, a joystick, but it was boxed, which was the main selling point of it. And he was trying to sell it to me last week for £100, which I thought was a little bit sort of strong, really. And it had a load of games with it, but he sold the games for £40. Apparently there was a rarish game called Ghost Revenge, but I've never really heard of it. So, right, they're all uploaded. High vintage views. So let me know what your kind of worst boot fair is. Have you driven miles and got nothing? I suppose my real worst one was I drove to Rusper once, which is quite a bit of a drive for me. Got to be an hour drive, and I got there and it wasn't on. It's not even planned to be on. They had some sort of motocross event there, so it's not like it got called off because of the rain. But let me know any experiences like that, or if you've been to a boot fair and it's just you've got nothing. Some people, some YouTubes, you make out you go to a boot fair and just pick up absolutely anything, but sometimes you go there and you get nothing, and that's the reality. So I got this box Spectrum, and I got 18 vacuum storage bags for £6, which we'll use for like puffer jackets and quilts and the like. Right, what am I doing? I'm having a look at these photos. That's what I'm doing. Technics SL1200 Mark V. Hello, Babs. Hello, everyone. Have I said it? Hello to everyone. I think I have. Vintage Views. Good to see you. And I enjoyed Happy Chap's video. You did a video. Incredible. After over a year away, he comes back with a plum. Why isn't it coming up with anything? SL-Mark 5. I'll put Mark V. And I haven't put a dash SL-1200. So the eldest has got one more exam. He's got a further maths exam this week, and then he's done. He's off down the park today for a bit of running around, chilling out. And the other two have gone to school. I think they're in their last week. They've got some end-of-year assessments. So there's a pair here for £12.90. I was hoping to put mine on for £1,400. So that's going to be interesting. Where's he based? This says London, so he's near me. Finsbury Park, I was North London. One of the 45 adapters is missing. What's a 45 adapter? Is it that little thing up there? Let's give it a go at 1400. We will see. What's Pete saying? Worst, any when you're in a bad mood. Is this me or yourself? And don't get a lot. Yeah, no, he's probably talking about himself. He doesn't like boot fairs where he meets me and I'm in a bad mood. No. He went to one in Plymouth that was very tiny. Apparently, I went to the wrong one. I was in the footy ground. I don't know about that one. Right, let's get these photos in. Just change the title a little bit. Technics SL1200 Mark 5. I don't really need to put silver. They're all silver. Pair direct drive. Don't need to put DJ turntables. I need to put SL1200 Mark 5 twice. Don't need that. So yeah, Pete, it's good to see your video. Enjoyed that. Put a little comment in, which I try and do. Always try and put a comment. I'm always banging on about comments. I bore you all senseless. I think we're in week 25 this week, halfway through the year almost. Right, what did I put on that other listing? Let's just copy that. Probably just be on for an hour today. Yeah, my sales aren't good at the moment. They're below where I want them to be. So we all know the answer to that one. Head down, list some stuff, review some stuff. Right, what have I put? Power tested. This unit doesn't come with a head shell or car, it's only power tested. Okay, well, we'll kind of have that as a basis. Used. Right, what can I put about this? Power tested. These units don't come with head shell cartridges. Head shell cartridges. I don't know, quite know. Or styluses. Stylus. So I only have power tested. Includes one lid that is cracked. Let's quickly put this on collection only. Where is it? There it is. Posted policy, collection in person. Get the photos in. So we'll see how this does. Yeah, this was Etic who said maybe better off selling them as a pair. Apparently he had bought a pair of Technics and he'd driven quite away from them. So who knows, I might get, I mean, Finsbury Park is relatively close for someone to pick some up, but I might get someone south of the river, might get someone from Brighton pick them up. Who knows? I would rather drive to Brighton than drive to Finsbury Park or travel to Finsbury Park. Because going across London, I've done it once. I picked up something from East London once. I think it was a coffee machine when I was horrendously influenced by Zahir Malik. And I picked up this coffee machine, got it home, didn't bloody work. It was in a right old state. I was not happy. Me trying to get into coffee machines. Right, what can I say about this? I'll put pair in the title and I'll put 2 times in the description. 2 times Technics SL Mark 5 turntables. So big old item if it sells. This will certainly inject the sales if it goes. better than listing a video cassette for like $4.99 or some cheap item of clothing. But I've got some items of clothing in a minute. Right, Technics SL1200 Mark V pair direct turntables testing working. I had a video on the old listing. I haven't got a video for this one. So price. Well, the other one's up for $12.90. I mean, $1,300 pretty much. $1,300 with postage. I'm going to put $1,400 and see how it goes. Like I say, if I get offers in the region, I'll be happy with it. Right, let's have a. What's happened there? It's just taken out my item description and put the number 14. That's a bit weird. Okay, we can easily put it back in. Luckily, with my item description, it is just the title and the item condition description. So paste that back in. Always love doing things more than once. So efficient. Change the text size for some reason. Have it. Right, there we go. That's in now. Well, to be honest, Pete, I've already been past 3K. I got to 3,070. And I didn't do anything. I've never done anything at 2,000, 1,000, or I think I might have done something at 100. Like said thank you or something. Showed my appreciation. But yeah, I mean, it went. I think it was last year. Went to 3,070, and then I took a bit of a break, and it slowly drifted down. So I think I'm about 10 away. And I won't do anything, no, because apart from maybe say thank you to all the subscribers, but I kind of say that every week. I am very grateful for people who tune in and watch to this little channel. I'm pretty realistic about it, really. I don't think it's going to, go huge. I don't think it will go much more than it is. If it ever got to 5,000, I think I'd fall over. 10,000, I think it's an absolute that would be ridiculous to think that. I don't really put a lot of effort into it and concentrate too much about it. It could be if I did, it might do a lot better. But I like it for what it is. And what I might do is get my kids to kind of edit my videos if they want to do it. They may not want to do it because my eldest is always on at me, like what I should do with my YouTube channel. And I think I mentioned this last week. He was saying what I should do with my channel, my reselling channel, is to do a new channel, which just seemed absolutely ridiculous. But he was saying, I mean, he's true in some regards. As a new channel, you do get that push, and you do get that kind of momentum. You see it with a lot of reselling YouTube channels. They kind of have this relatively large growth at the start because a lot of resellers and a lot of new resellers will think this channel is the new big thing. They seem to know what they're talking about. So you get this growth, and then it normally plateaus around 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. You do get the odd one, obviously, which gets a big following, and they're good channels, and mainly people as your Ricky Resells. George got that a few years ago. George's growth, I think, happened when the Facebook page for resellers closed down, and a lot of people were looking for that kind of. I think he may well have started a new Facebook page. I might be wrong in that though, but a lot of his growth came from at that time. I think the Facebook page. I think Nick and Andrea ran it, and then they stopped, and then George filled a bit of a gap, and it's a good channel as well, you know. So yeah, you know, I'm realistic about my YouTube. Really, I don't have some sort of dream that I might be some sort of social media guru. I'm just some tit on eBay who films it occasionally and puts it on YouTube. A bit like yourself, Pete. I'm not saying you're a tit. I'm just saying you go on YouTube occasionally. The best year I've had, I mean, I think was probably about a year in. And over the year, and I did a lot of videos, I was doing haul videos, sales videos, the 5 Live. And over the year, I made a few £100. You know, I hardly make any money on it. So it's kind of that decision. Do I put the effort in to try and make the money, or do I realise that it's not making any money? And I will tell you how much I earned in the last 28 days, and it's, you know, not hardly anything. Where are we? How do I do it? Dashboard, is that it? Analytics. So the last 28 days I've earned £14.17p. Lost 4 subscribers and had 3.2k views on all my videos across. So, you know, you sort of see, you know, you times that up by 28 days, times that up by 12, you're looking under 200 quid. So, you know, hence why not a lot of effort goes into it. So there you go. If you're not subbed, yeah, you know, you could be the one that pushes it over 3k. Or if you unsub, you could be the one that takes it under 3k. Who knows? I think I lost a lot of. I lost fair few subs when I did a lot more discussions on things like daily refinement, and because I'm always interested in getting people's views, and you know, you should be able to have a view on reselling. Don't expect everyone to, as long as you don't expect everyone to sort of go along with it. And I think that kind of, you know, I got on a few people's nerves that people were being a bit critical about things, and things like the, you know, the reselling summit. But, you know, I kind of feel that some people are going to like it, some people are not going to like it. It's quite interesting to sort of find out about it and see what people are doing. But I don't really care that much, you know, whether people are doing it or not. Good luck to them, those who do it, or join Daily Refinement, or go on a reselling summit or whatever. Sort of thing I might join or might not join, but, you know, just really focusing on reselling, really. Peter Ray, you didn't miss anything at Hook. I'll tell you that. But he didn't go this week. He picked the right week not to go. Good God. Bloody awful. Right. That pair of Technics deck is now on. 1,400 smackers. Clexel in person only. God, imagine if that's sold. I'd have a bar the size of the shard, and it'll make all my other sales bars piddle into insignificance. Okay, that's that one then. Next, it's a sad tale of a GK420D. I did get it for next to nothing, or next, got it relatively cheap. But Gary wanted to buy it. Husty's Emporium. He said, "Oh, I'll have that." So I've got a GK420D up there as well. It's one I use. Fantastic. I bought it off eBay. I think it cost between 70 and 100, something like that. But when I got it and did the little test print, it hadn't been used. Brand spanking new. And it was sold as used. Anyway, so I took the power supply out of my one, pop it in here, and it didn't turn on, and the actual light on the power block turned off. I thought, oh Christ, no, please don't let that have blown up my power supply. And it hadn't. I tried it again. It did exactly the same. It was cutting out the power supply. And I've got another Zebra, which is faulty downstairs, but that's got like a power base on it. And I tried that one. It did exactly the same. So it's cutting out. It's faulty and cutting out the power supply. So I'm going to sell it as spares and repairs, not turning on. That's what I will say. I've had the roll of labels out of it, even though I have probably tens of thousands of bloody sticker rolls or stickers. Yeah, a lot of people moan. Well, you know, a lot of people do moan, Pete. You know, we like a good moan in here, don't we? Give us your best moaning about what's going on in the world. Come on. There's a lot going on, or lots going on in reselling. We like a good moan. It's a therapy session. Right. I'm hoping I can get 50 quid for this. I don't see why not, really. There's some good parts on it. And I have seen that there was someone who did a repair video on YouTube, and some bits on the board around the power thing just needed resoldering, reflowing, really. I don't know whether it's that. It could be that. Could be a simple fix. So if someone bought that for 50 quid and resoldered it, you'd probably sell it for about 100 quid, or sell it to Gary. But yeah, I was gutted I couldn't sell him it, really. Right. Okay. 80 quid free post. Let's have a look at some solds. Might not get 50 quid, but, you know, even if you get 20 quid, I'll be all right. Yeah, I think, what does this say? Open, never used, 105. Gary should have bought that one. So have we got a sold one for spares? I'm sure I saw one the other day. Good refurbished, pre-owned. Yeah, they're all about sort of 80 quid. Parts only, 50 quid, one bid. Spares, repairs only. I knew I'd seen it. So let's have a look at this listing. And my other one, I will sell that power base as working, because it does work. You hate that. The item you selected has ended, but we found something similar. No, I wanted the item that had ended, because that's why I clicked it. You numpty. Right, what does this actually say? No power cable, spares repairs only. Grade D, non-working spares repairs. Crap listing from Tech Hut. Sell it yourself. Not moaning. I'm not moaning, but I had a remorse return the other week from overseas for £100 item. Well, I hope they pay the postage. They filled in the customs form in with a value of 200 and not as a return. Oh, yeah, I think you might have mentioned that. I mean, it's just absolutely. I mean, surely it costs them to send the bloody thing back. But I suppose it's a way they're weighing up whether they want this £100 item. But I mean, it must have cost like 10, 20 quid to send it back, mustn't it? Right, 420 DGQ to spares repairs. See how this one does. For parts not working, not powering on. Sort of thing Lee might want. Fix it for reselling. Might be up his street. I have to check his channel out, actually. Not powering on does not include power supply. I wonder if I'll get a question. Perhaps that's why it's not turning on, because you haven't got the power supply. $49.99, $7.50 postage on it. Get the photos in. Right, make sure these item specifics are all right. La 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 la. Item width, item length. Oh, I've got to do something with all that. Faye and Simon did a video on eBay changing their postage thing. Why haven't I got a photo of this? Oh, there it is. I have. Panic not. Yeah. Oh, I just wish it wouldn't do it. And when I try it on my mobile, on my Android, try and reply to offers. Oops, something's wrong. Refunded by a message and explaining, and they PayPal me cash to go. Oh, wow, that's. But surely they would have to sort out the postage. But I'm sure you worked it all out. You search for a specific make, a model number. Here are a bunch of similar items. Yeah, it's like when you get those similar solds. Right, we'll see how she does. I'll tell you what, I'm getting wound up about that Spectrum. That better work. It better bloody work. I've just got a feeling. We shall see. I mean, I've got a working Spectrum. I'm almost tempted to keep it because it is boxed. Now, I haven't had a box ZX Spectrum before, but I don't really. I'm trying to get away from that. I sold a couple of Atari STs I had because they were all just on these shelves. You know, on these shelves. I'll tell you what I've got up there. I've got a Commodore 64 brick bin, a Commodore 64 Series 2, Spectrum Plus 2 boxed, an Amiga 1200, I think it is. I sold the 600 I had up there. Got an Amiga 500. I've got 3 Ataris up there, Woodies. I've got a Vectrex system. And I've got loads of Game Gears, which I got off Peter's Drive, but we won't talk about that. I haven't fixed any. There we are. Right. Has that listed? What's happened here? Has that gone on my list? It seems to be in my drafts. Let's check my actives. No, it's in my drafts. Okay, resume draft. He comes in and then he comes and goes like anyone's business. Yeah, that's pretty good of the buyer. Pretty good. Hi, Josh. Good to see you. Peter Ray, seeing as he's gone, I can tell you this. He's probably not gone, but I'll tell you this anyway. I saw on Instagram. You do this thing on Instagram where you recommend 10 channels. So, you know, I saw reading through his and Jamie Dodger Flips and Shelster Rooney and Nick Hills and all. The bugger hadn't put me. It must have been an oversight. I mean, obviously, I'd be his first choice. But there you go. You know, never mind, Pete. I'll forgive you. Josh, 2 refunds. Things that pee you off. 2 return refunds this morning for change of mind. Yeah, it is a pain, especially on those low value items. High value items, it's a pain because your bar goes down and the money goes out. But low, so if you sell something for like a tenner and you pay £3 postage there, and you've got to pay £3 if it's not a change of mind, £3 postage back, and then another £3 there. you know, you've pretty much lost on the item. It's not good. Not good. So I have got this Arsenal top, which I am going to draft and research. It is the Highbury commemorative shirt. And it's got this on the back as well. And I'll draft it up, but I have got a message. The guy I know who goes to our local boot fairs and say, "Oh, I'm listing it for this. Do you want it for 20% less?" Or, you know, because he asked me if he could have first dibs. He probably won't want it because I think I am going to list it high, but we will see. Arsenal Highbury shirt. So I'm thinking there's one here for sale for 30 quid, but I mean, I have seen them a lot higher. That seems very cheap. Yeah, £100. Size L. It has got some bobbling on it, and you know, I might try a debobbler. I'm a little bit nervous on the. I'll have to look at best ways of debobbling. So this is a size XXL. I'll do a quick search on XXL just to see if it makes any. £219 from Poland. Let's do the UK ones. £142. Original Nike 2005-6 shirts. That's sorted by ended recently. Wow. That's nuts. That is crazy. Let's have a look at the condition of that one. Oh, it's long sleeve. Okay. So mine's a short sleeve. £80. Genuine, perfect condition. Oh, no, it's a tricky one, really, as to pricing it. There's only that one. Oh, there's another one, £100 for a size L. I'm kind of tempted to go 100 and then see how it goes. You know, not a large item. Original Arsenal 2005-6 Nike Highbury Burgundy home football shirt XXL Men 02. That says absolutely everything. Last Highbury. I mean, this is short sleeve, this one I'm looking at. It's has some pulls, and he sold it for, he got an offer on £89.99. I'll go for 100, see how we go. Yeah, well, I feel you that on the eBay numbers. Mine, it's just not good enough at the moment. I mean, it's not horrendous, but it's I kind of do think, where is it going? I'm going to list it for 100. So, let me just see how it goes, Neil. It's a real tricky one, and I do appreciate that. And I've also got. I'm only drafting it up today. I've got to message the other guy as well because I did say I'd message him first. So yeah, I will bear it in mind. XXL. It's an XXL, you know. Yeah, true. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'd rather cut off a problem. I had one. I'd sold a PS3 Slim, a couple of games controller. The controller was a bit worn, but it did work. So it all worked. And then he messaged me saying, "Can you clean it? Can you make sure it's clean?" I was like, "Yeah, don't worry. I cleaned it before I listed it, and I will clean it again. And could I update it to the latest, firmware?" I was like, "Yeah, no problem, no problem." And I started getting like message after message, and then I checked his feedback, and it wasn't a sea of red, but there were like 2 or 3 reds every page, and one bloke had replied back to the feedback saying he got bombarded with messages, and I just thought, oh Christ, this looks like he's going to be a bit like, so I replied to the guy's messages, and then he started going on about there's some white stuff on the bottom, and that was where the warranty sticker had been. So I could have cleaned it off or whatever. I hadn't. I just kind of left it like that. I didn't think much of it. And red currant. Red currant. But then he gave me. I was thinking this is going to be like this is going to go wrong. And then he said, considering this, can you refund me? And that message 5 minutes later, can you refund me? And I want my money back. I want my money. I was like, shit, and I was just like on it, refund, and message to him. Thank you so much for letting me know before I sent it. I really do appreciate that. I've refunded you. I've actioned the refund, and you should have your money within the hour. And then when he did get refunded, another message. I've just checked and it's gone through. And I think I'm not sure whether you can get feedback on cancelled orders. I don't think you can, but I mean, I just did everything politely and nicely. So, and he's gone away, and I blocked him. I was just like, God, Jesus, this is nightmare. Right. Original Arsenal 2005 Nike Hybrid Burgundy. I put red currant. I really think that's a keyword. Well, I'll put it in. I can't fit it in, so I'll put Burgundy home shirt. I really want to put commemorative. I'm going to get rid of men. I don't need that. O2, I will put after Nike. O2, and then I will put Highbury. I've got 6 letters left. Original. I don't need original. I could put genuine, but I mean, commemorative. Or shall I put last? Last Highbury. And I'll put genuine at the start. There we go. 78 letters. Genuine Arsenal 2005-06 Nike O2 last Highbury Burgundy home football shirt. I think it really needs home. It's blooming obvious, but we'll put it in. And the condition, I'll just put good condition. Has a little bobbling. Now, whether I can get rid of that, I don't know. I have got a debobbler somewhere. I've never used the bloody thing. I think I picked it up at a jumble sale for like 50p. And it was when I was doing clothes, and I was thinking, oh yeah, I'll be all on those, what are they called? Shimano wool, is it? Not Shimano. That's motorcycles. Okay, we'll save that for later. I've got to do some photos. Gunners. Change Arsenal to the arse. When I wash my face, I wash me arse. Hello. You've done a video which I've seen. I'm trying to think what it's about. Is it about eBay changes again? Because I haven't watched it yet. Normally I end up watching Faye Simon videos like on Monday afternoon. Let's have a look. Welcome to Luton. They put on a video an hour ago. If you want to see, well, reselling in the worst town in England. Well, no comment. Is the art dealer one? That's one. Diversity is essential. True. I couldn't niche down and just do one thing. Main reason being, like, where would I think I would get a good supply of like a niched item if I suddenly went gaming? But of course, there are people who do it and do it very well. Jack being one of them. It could well be. It's just a different way of thinking, I guess. It could well be you just get these contacts. I mean, I know Cheltenham Lee does toys, and you kind of think, how on earth could you get enough toys? But you scour Facebook Marketplace, you build up a network, and I guess it can happen. And clothes as well. You just get into that world of clothing contacts. But I think it would kind of like do my head in a bit, really. Especially if it was clothing, and I'm not into fashion or clothes. If it was toys, I can see that would keep my interest. Vintage Star Wars figures and all that kind of thing. Right, a lot with that Arsenal top. I also bought this J. Allen, another genuine top. A little bit of wear on this, so it's an NFL Miami Dolphins J. Allen. Let's see what that does in the search. I should have bought a drink up. I'm absolutely parched. J. Allen 32. Ha! Here he is. I mean, you must love what you do. I mean, I know you do, and you love your toys. And I know you do scour Marketplace and will build your contacts. But have you found it more difficult since you've been niched down into toys, or has it? I don't know. I haven't looked at you. I should have a good nose of your store. I mean, I don't know whether you still keep quite diverse items in there. I'm assuming you niche down. Just going on your Instagram post, really, but I could be wrong. Lee may well still be chucking in a variety of items. Right, I've got a notification on eBay. I have a new offer. Now, with new offers, oh my God, I've got an offer on the Zebra, which I've just listed, and I've got an offer on the Technics decks, which I've just relisted. 2 items that I've listed in the last hour, and I've also got an offer on some tarot cards. I didn't see that one coming. Let's have a look. As always, I will put these offers out to the chat. Let's start with the tarot cards. Set of pre-Raphaelite tarot cards. They're on for $12.99 plus $3.79 postage. I've had them on. I listed them in the last month. I can tell you exactly when I listed them. Small item. Listed in May. Oh no, 4th of June. God, just over 2 weeks ago. And the offer is £10. They're up to $12.99. Bought cheap. Accept, decline, counter. I'm tempted to counter with $10.99. I know it's only 99p. Take it. Yeah, I do love the sale. The sale is the important thing. I've made the money. I've made oodles of money on that. Well, relatively. I've taken my 50p and put it in the soil. Let's come up with a 50p tree. £10. Look at this. I can spend time, mulling over a £10 item. Take it. Take the offer. Chat knows best, doesn't it? Chat knows best. I've lost it now. Let's get some sales going. Oh, there we go. Clicking on the wrong thing. I'm clicking on my eBay. I want to click on my hub. Okay, I will take that offer. I'm not going to notice. That's something I always say. Will I really notice that quid? Or should I just, take the tenner and get that and make another quid? Very true. Very true. Yes, one little... The little devil is saying, that's a 30% off. But the other half is saying, yeah, you've made a lot of money. You've made, God knows, 1,000% or whatever it is on that. Accept the offer. Easy to pack. Get it gone. Bang it gone. How much for the beard? What are you talking about? How much for the beard? So Cheeky Devil, name of the user, with some numbers on the end. I don't want to reveal. Right. Zebra or Technics decks? It's £1,400 item here. Zebra. Up to £50, $49.99 plus $7.49 postage. £35 offer. From Aberdeen. Is this someone watching? Is it one of you lot? £35 on the... It's just got listed today. Lee's got back with his... it's so much easier because now I can build the contacts. Contacts is key because they know exactly what you're looking for. And that is it. They probably come to you with stuff. You don't have to hound them. Although you probably still do. Nobody's calling me because I'm looking for everything. Nobody is calling me. Oh, okay. Counter. If just listed counter at 45. Yeah, it'll probably end up at 40. I have 8% voucher on that, so an 8% voucher would be £4 off. I'll counter and see. I don't want him running away. We'll see what he does. I think if he offers 40, I'll take it. If he comes back with a counter. That's the hope. He's gone on for 50. He's offered 35. I've gone back with 45. The obvious thing he should do is offer 40, but it doesn't always turn out like that. Sometimes you can see where two people are going. Right, the Technics decks. £1,000. On a £1,400 item. And they've just gone up. Ooh. And they're in Cheshire. Oh, that. I'm not being funny. They are surely not picking these up. And the item does say, let me just double check the item. Yeah, it's collection in person only. I'm not going to sell them for £1,000. I'm not going to counter at 1,200. I'm going to. Firstly, I don't really believe that they are going to pick them up. Coming from Cheshire, they're going to come down to Surrey, are they? So I'm going to offer a counter at 1,350, and just put a note, add a message. Just wanted to make sure that you know these are in capital letters. Collection only. Collection only. Collection. I mean, I could be wrong. They could be down here, but I don't want to sell it for £1,000. I don't, I want to get near 1,400. And I'll tell you what about, I think it's another little good tip for eBay, a little bit of a knowledge bomb. This has been said before. When you get a counter straight away. And when you get a question, I mean, obviously it's good to list every day. It's good to look at old items every day and reprice and sell similar and all that. But it's respond to offers straight away and make sure you don't have any questions hanging around for ages, even if you're just marking them with markers answered. Because I was looking at someone's store or account the other day, and when you go on to click, I don't know what it was, whether it was someone buying something off me and I was just checking it out, but when you click on like a name on eBay, let's see if I can do it. I don't know, I can't remember where it was, but you get the feedback, 100% feedback, and sometimes you get a little thing saying usually responds within 24 hours for messaging. So that tells me that it's obviously a metric that eBay like, that people have responded quickly for messages. So it's, a little tip there. I did think of saying, can everybody go onto my store, view my items, and just send me a simple message saying, is this still for sale? And then I'd get a load of messages, and I could just reply straight away with just yes, yes, yes. But it might trick the algorithm, or that part of the algorithm. I wonder if that would work. If you've got some spare time in your hands, do send me a message on some items. Counter at 45. There we go. It's exactly what I did. Not on the Technics. Good God, no. No, on the Zebra. Right, 2 notifications. I think that's just going to be the counter offers going. Computer. Oh, sold. What's sold? The Zebra has sold at 45. Nice. And the tarot cards have sold. £55 of sales in an instant. That's nice. I hadn't sold anything today, so nice little boost, especially as I've just listed that item. That is fantastic. I will send him, when he pays, I will send him a message saying, you do realise this is spares and repairs. Always worth doing that. A few times lately I've waited and it's sold full amount just after. Yeah. Well, we've cancelled at 30. I've not 50 quid off. Nope. They've just gone up. You're in no hurry. Do not counter. Was that for the decks? 50 quid off is all right. How much did they cost? Probably about half of what I'm selling them at. There we go. That's exactly what I was saying. Yeah, that's that little thing I just saw underneath an account. Forget where it was. I was going on someone's account. Usually replies within 24 hours. eBay love it. So let's everybody send each other, messages on items. Simple message saying, "Is this for sale?" And we'll all say yes. Can you see what ours says? Well, I can try. Users, sellers you follow. Who wants to know who I follow? Alban Packaging. That's a very. I'll give you some names of stores. You've got to tell me the YouTuber. Arksy. Anyone? Bad Biscuit. Probably know who that is. Buckle Y. Don't think he eBays anymore. Doesn't do YouTube anymore. It's Damien. Chatty Pete. Car Boot Chris. Bold Finds. All these. Closet Geek. Another closed account. That was what's his chops. Fast Track Distribution. I have no idea what some of these are. Ben's Bargain Barn. Ben Fitzpatrick. Fizzy B. 123. Global Thrifters. Happy Chap. Happy Chap there. Love nosing around the local ones. A few local ones there. Only Cool Stuff, of course. It's Fake Rachel's one. I won't give that out because I don't know. Shel Saruni's there. She's always flipping. Where's Married to Reselling? Have I not got you? Do I not follow you on the store? My God. Faye and Simon, I don't think I follow your store. It's all those crockery things put me off. I'll have to Google you. Married to Reselling eBay. It's going to come up. Do you have a link in your YouTube for your eBay store? No, you don't. Well, Faye and Simon, I can't look you up. I don't follow you on eBay. Terrible, eh? Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah. Perhaps only a few people do it. Yes, Lex. Yeah, you got it, Babs. Bad Biscuit. I had a jewelry craze, which lasted about a month, and then 3 years later, I sold 2 massive boxes of jewelry and twinged my back. Instagram messaging me. Here we go. Morning, Tom. I follow Tom. See, Tom keeps his store quite secret, but I've found him. I won't let on. But let me know what eBays you follow. I mean, I don't never look at them anymore. Really, it was when I was starting. It was like, oh, what do they sell? They must know what they're doing. I've got Becca Malik on here as well. Kanakikiyomo. John Luke is in there. Some people I don't even know who they are. Fantasy Demon. That could be like Dungeons and Joypads. Right. My God. I've got a link into eBay here. He's paid for the zebra. It's only gone and sold, isn't it? Oh, right. Oh, well, I might follow that eBay. Let's have a look. And I bet I won't be able to find where this thing says. No, I don't. I don't follow that either. I'll be having a good nose later around your store. Right, here we go. eBay stores. Can I actually find out where it says it? Well, I can't see it there. Do I have to look at an item? So on the feedback page, there's 99.9% feedback. I won't ask you about the negative feedback. I never received the order. Sellers beware is the reply. Add buyer to your block list. I will do. Oh God, they've had some rumbles there. Registered as a business seller. Now I can't see where it says it. Let's have a look. Is it when you look at the item, an item? I can't remember where it was. I should have done a photograph of it. But definitely a thing to note, you know, reply quickly. It's definitely one of eBay's little things they look at. Might give you a little boost. Activity and replying quickly. If I do find it, I will let you know. I just popped in as I heard Pete was moaning. Yeah, I love a good moan. I've had a moan about Peter Ray because he didn't put me in his top 10 channels. The cheek of the lad. It's fair enough. I mean, he was my number one. Yeah, stick him in. Well, I think I've got one. I was glad about that. The mystery and the enigma that is Tom the English Picker. Oh, okay. Well, everyone knows where it is then. I was so pleased with myself. What zebra? Yeah, it's sold, Gary. It's sold. I do have another broken one, but it didn't work. Like I say, it was turning off the power supply. It wasn't having it. Yeah, just answer them, Pete. Get them answered. Oh, you've got some neutrals. Let's read some of your neutrals. You've only got two. I've got a neutral. That's annoying, isn't it? Getting a negative feedback like that. Right. Nothing to compare. God, they've got a neutral feedback from Sinead O'Connor. Nothing to compare. Much smaller than expected. A bedroom door knocker. We don't really understand how a customer could not leave a positive review for an item when stating much smaller than expected. Story of my life. An half an hour. When the measurements of said item are clearly displayed on the listing, 10 times 4 times 4 times 2.5. Add this bar to your block list now. Oh, that's a phrase they like doing. Buy to block list. I would love it if eBay you could automatically filter off people who leave high percentage of neutral negative feedbacks. I've said that before. They keep it quiet. Well, I will not let out the name. I don't think I've said it. So there we go. I don't really bang on about my store, but it's called Sales of the Unexpected. Do I need a VCR with this remote, or will it work on its own? Turn it sideways and shove it where the sun don't shine. Yeah, Gary. Yes, Gary. Yeah, try twice. Tried with 2 different power supplies, same problem, not working. I think you could get one on eBay. I saw a sold one that just sold for around about 100, I think it was, maybe a bit less. And I bought mine for 100. They're definitely always selling on eBay. And I would definitely recommend getting one. But each time was within an hour, and only because I wanted to decline the offer. Yeah. Right, let's get on. I've gone over the hour. Right. What else am I listing today? I'm listing that J. Allen, which I didn't research, but I need to. Gravy Tracks is going on. I've got about 4 or 5 of them, and some Kindles, and then doing a bit of tidying up. I will leave you all now. I hate feedback reviewing the product. Yeah, when they get that mixed up rather than the actual service of the sale. I'd definitely get one because, I mean, I used to use a laser printer and the cartridges cost me 70 quid. You get one of these, no cartridges, money, no money for labels, free labels. You know, you are sorted. If that broke, I'd get one straight away, and I'd pay, I'd pay pretty much anything for it, but within reason. Had a good one yesterday. I bought a non-working laser printer for £1, took out the toners, and sold for £5 each. I bought a laser printer for £8, and I think because it was the same one I've got, and I sold it for 120. It's the same model that Nick had, because what got me selling it was the fact that he'd sold his. Yeah, anyone who hasn't got a thermal label printer, and I know a local guy who's just got one, and within 5 minutes, it's like, God, this has changed my life. Definitely get a thermal laser printer. Even if it costs you like 100, 120 quid or whatever, you could get one for 70, I guess. But they are so worth it. I mean, I'd probably say it's one of the best things I'm getting emotional about it. It's one of the best things I've ever had. It means so much to me. Right. Have a great Monday. Hope your sales pick up. It's all been a bit crap, but I hope it all picks up. And I'll see you next week. Take it easy.